Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Indeed, lots to talk about in the weather department. Alana, what are you tracking?
Well, we've got busy conditions, Brian. We get active skies returning with a cold front headed our way just in time for that morning commute. But today, high pressure took over, and gosh, it was beautiful. Old Mill Golf Course, what a view. Greening on the grass, snow on the mountains, and we're going to add a little more snow to the high country with rain in our valleys. So take that live view from the ABC4 studios. You can see those southwesterly winds still pushing the flag tonight, contributing to our mild temperatures as we sit at 51 here at the ABC4 studios. So that's pretty mild as we look at wind speeds, highest gusts in the 20-mile-per-hour range for Logan and Salt Lake. But this is an area as we head into tomorrow where we're really going to see those winds cranking. Southwesterly winds will keep us mild overnight with the help of cloud cover, and we get stronger winds ahead of the cold front. Satellite radar shows the cloud cover that's out there. We're getting some echoes of moisture in the northwest corner of the state right now, in and around Park Valley. Here comes that front. It's moving in. Elko getting some nice moisture, and that eventually, as we get through the overnight hours, will show up along the Wasatch Front. Cache Valley all the way to Utah County, looking at that wet weather. Tooele County included there. Highs today topped out at 54. That's still 4 degrees below our seasonal norm for this time of year, but we were warmer than the last few. So our high pressure allowed for some warming, but that cloud cover, sneaky, came in this afternoon, capped that daytime heating. Low 50s in Logan and Provo. The Basin, Moab at 54, we tied them. 65 in St. George, usually this time of year. 71 is the average high in the south, so a little cooler. And we're going to get interesting as we get through the overnight. We're not going to cool off much. We stay in the 40s with those mostly cloudy skies. Mild conditions expected in both northern and southern Utah along the Wasatch Front. Mid-40s with cloudy conditions. And then as we head into the morning hours, those rain showers show up in our valley, and that will be snow in the high country. I want to show you the big picture just so you know what to expect. Easter weekend is ahead of us, so forewarning you now, we will see periods of showers, and let me give you the reason why. There's our high pressure that slides out of the way. Cold front into tomorrow, bringing that wet weather. That front will stall. I'll show you what I mean on the Futurecast here in a moment. We're watching this upper level low off the Pacific. It does move inland, but because of its progression, it's going to send energy our way, and that's going to allow for showers Friday, Saturday, and into Easter Sunday. It won't totally clear the area until about Tuesday, so even Easter Monday has the chance of bringing in some wet weather before high pressure returns. So now you've got the big picture. Let's talk about what that means for us. It starts with the winds. Southwesterly flow with a wind advisory going into effect for 9 a.m. for Juab and Millard counties. Portions of those areas, this part of the West Desert, gets blustery, wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour, and blowing dust possible. I think even without an advisory, we're going to see blustery conditions, especially on the western side of the state. Futurecast moving in. Wet weather overnight with the front looking to pass through for the later half of the morning commute. Rally rain, mountain snow, and it's really going to impact northern Utah. Here we are by lunchtime. That swath of moisture still impacting places like Logan, Ogden, Davis County, and into Salt Lake and Tooele County. And we watch as that front kind of hangs out and it stalls. So this stalled front is going to be interesting the next couple of days because it's going to be a hotbed of activity. Around that stalled front, we will see enhanced precipitation while other spots may not. Watch as that happens. There we go. We see the stalling, and central Utah stays active as a result. Into Friday morning, we're going to watch this stalled boundary lift north yet again, which will bring the chance of some isolated showers Friday morning back to northern Utah. We also see the central portion of the state dealing with that wet weather. I do think the front could go a little further south. We'll see what happens into tomorrow, but it does weaken as it stalls out. But it hangs out, keeps us active as we get through the next couple of days. Winter alerts now going into effect tomorrow morning. Winter weather advisories for the mountains. We're talking accumulating snow for the Wasatch, western Uintas, and Wasatch Plateau. These start in the morning with staggered end times, 6, 9, and midnight, meaning we'll see that snow during those time periods and wet conditions on those mountain routes. Futurecast snow shows where we favor. It includes the Uintas and the Cottonwoods. 8 to 16 inches expected for the Cottonwoods, 4 to 10 for the rest of our mountains. Now, as we get into early Friday morning, cold enough air could mix in for our valleys. So we're expecting rain, but we could pick up an inch in some spots as we roll into Friday morning. The benches could do a little better, up to 3. Our mountain valleys trace to 4. So that's the breakdown on the numbers as we get through this cold front. Notice not much of a break. Yes, we get through the weekend, and there's your Easter Sunday with precipitation potential staying pretty high because of the movement of that upper level low. Forewarning you now, the egg hunt may be inside. Consider it. In the south, it's isolated. Still get pockets of sunshine, so you should be okay. A little more scattered Saturday and Sunday as temperatures run below average for Easter weekend along the Wasatch Front. Regional, showing you those warmer numbers. I don't think 60's out of the question with those southwesterly winds ahead of the front. We'll see what happens and how cool we get overnight. 50s and 60s on the eastern side of the state. 71 in St. George, where winds will be the big ticket item in the south as that front stalls out. 71 average tomorrow in St. George. Easter weekend brings isolated showers to scattered showers and temperatures running below average. Here we go for the Wasatch Front. It's wet. Okay, valley rain, mountain snow, maybe a little valley snow sneaking in into early Friday. We'll see what happens. Active skies sticking around, unsettled, but good news. Heard the Easter Bunny's totally cool with that.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
so we'll
good
be fine.
news.
Yeah, that is good
Okay.
news.
All right, you know what?
Don't get the chocolate wet.